Welcome back to PlayStation Corner. Today I wanted to take a look at my top 5 PS5 experiences of 2020. I haven't played everything, but I will say I've played a good majority. So what has had me hooked since the console launched in this last couple of months? Well, that is what I'm here to break down. So with that luck, hit subscribe if you enjoy the content today. The support means a whole lot, and let's get started. So to give you an idea here, I'm including not only physical releases, but games that received a PS5 patch and digital only releases as well. So kicking us off, we've got Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which may surprise many of you, and honestly, it surprises me. It's a series I haven't touched in years, but it came with my console, and yeah, new console means you'll pretty much play anything. I checked it out though, thinking, 15 minutes and I'd be done, and well, yeah, wow. Was I absolutely wrong. I got hooked, but not because of the gameplay as such really, but as a demonstration of the capabilities around the DualSense controller, and in particular those adaptive triggers. Now granted, look, the story, it was actually a fun ride with big epic blockbuster moments. Storyline's absolutely ridiculous, it has a few decent twists and turns though. Multiplayer then fun for the most part, even if it could do with a little bit of work. Those DualSense adaptive triggers though weirdly just kept me coming back. It felt next gen, and I ended up getting my first ever prestige because of it. Now will I be going back? Probably not, honestly, but it's etched into my brain now as a launch date title that I won't be forgetting anytime soon, and I just can't wait to see now where this tech goes. Dead by Daylight next, and this is a series I got into recently, and it's become a bit of a personal addiction. It's an online horror experience pitting one player controlled killer against 4 player controlled characters. Basically you got one or two jobs: either kill everyone or find and activate 5 generators to escape, or at least that is at a basic level. Once you get past the initial shock value of having one of many killers on your tail though, it just evolves into a fantastic time with more depth than I ever imagined. Think like leveling up, perks, loot, daily challenges. I've just found a ton of reasons to come back to this one now nearly nightly, and the PS5 upgrade, it just does wonders for a game from like 2016. It updates animations, lighting, visual effects, modeling and textures. Sure, it has the occasional like weird visual glitch, but I mean, look, it's a horror game, and in the end it kind of just plays into the game's charm. An indie digital only release now, Haven. This game is just stunning, from the team that created the incredible Fury, a challenging as hell boss rush title. I never would have guessed in a million years their next game would be a simplistic exploration title that's set to a science fiction love story. Think here basically minor RPG, exploration and then survival elements. The game, it leaves a lot up to intrigue and mystery as you escape an event to a mysterious planet and must now find some peace in the company you keep and the world and its offerings around you. Minor combat, minor mechanics in general, and a small but decent location to explore. I will say though, the flying, the movement, it does have a lot of freedom. It's a game though to relax to, and it's exactly what it was for me, a game for my downtime, just when I wanted to, sit back and let something kind of wash over me. Well worth a look though if you like a good story alongside your gaming. Our penultimate game then, that is SpiderMan Miles Morales. This was actually the first game to enter my console, and I did beat it in one sitting. It's not the longest of games if you just focus on the story, maybe 8 hours or so, but I love the character, the story was solid for the most part, and it takes everything the first game did and just tweaks it enough that it feels that little bit more refined. While the setting might be the same, the Christmas edition made for something truly special as you swung your way through these New York City streets, and then the voice acting, the cutscenes, all of it was just top quality. Most impressively though, honestly, they didn't try and come out with some AAA price point, but released it in a more budget-friendly range, something you don't typically see when a Marvel name is attached, especially when you factor in it was a console launch date game. Before the number 1 game of 2020 then, a couple of honourable shoutouts, mainly because I haven't beat them or I just haven't spent maybe enough time with them. First, Rainbow Six Siege is kicking my ass right now. Started about a week ago, I'm learning the ropes, more my speed as shooter honestly, but I've got a hell of a learning curve ahead of me, so if anyone has any tips or suggestions to getting started, please Do please let me know in the comments below. Looks stunning though on the PS5, and most importantly here we're seeing it optimized to be 4K and locked 60 FPS, even going as high as 120. Then Valhalla, it was a fun game, but it just couldn't stand up to experiences like Ghost of Tsushima for me. Devil May Cry, another one I just started, super impressive visually. And then finally Observer, a fantastic cyberpunk adventure that was probably like my number 6 title on the PS5. The only reason it kind of missed out on the top 5, I played it pretty recently, so it was kind of a bit too fresh in my memory to be as exciting as some of these I featured today. So number 1, this should be obvious, Demon's Souls, absolute masterpiece. As launch titles go, it's about as strong as they come, fully leveraging that next gen power to build a world that just wouldn't be possible on any of this gen's, predecessors. As remakes go, it's near identical to the original, as they lovingly built it from the ground up, or at least that's kind of how I remember it, and it's just as haunting as it always was, along with of course that gameplay style that will kill you near constantly. It's not for the faint of heart, but those that do face the challenge will find a level of satisfaction few games can match, and I'm about to start my second run on it where I can just enjoy it, take my time that little bit more, because I feel like there's a lot left unexplored. I really hope potentially more of the past library from Software gets this same treatment, because they have a hell of a back catalogue for us to explore. So what games have been your favourites so far, or if you're yet to grab a PS5, what games are you looking forward to the most? I'm excited now to see what 2021 brings, and if the launch is a sign of things to come, it's gonna be a real fun ride. With that though, hit subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. The support helps a huge amount and it truly is appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.